So, who are you, what's your role, and where do you work?
My name is Zbyněk. I'm founder and CTO at Kedify and KEDA maintainer. And I do all the things around autoscaling.
Now, what news are you bringing to our audience today?
So I'm excited to announce that for Kedify, we develop a new extra features. We have a predictive scaling, so you can scale your workloads based on the prediction. We have a scaling for your AI LLM workload. So imagine hosting your LLM inferencing on a Kubernetes cluster. We help you scale it properly based on the right metrics. And also, we do multi-cluster autoscaling, so you can scale across multiple clusters from a single source.
What specific challenges do these new features address?
Yeah, so as for challenges, so predictive scaling is good to mitigate the cold start. Imagine that you have an application that periodically receives some traffic. So the predictive scaler anticipates the traffic coming to the application and scales a few seconds or a few minutes in advance. So the application is warm and ready to get the incoming traffic. The LLM autoscaling helps you host your LLM models on Kubernetes clusters. And the idea is that you are paying for all those GPUs on your cluster, so you want to utilize them properly, but at the same time maintain the good user experience for your models. So imagine that you are prompting the LLM model. You would like to get the response as soon as possible, but utilize the GPUs properly as well. And lastly, the multi-cluster autoscaling, it allows you to scale your workloads across multiple clusters, and it allows you to basically schedule Kubernetes jobs or scale the deployments on different clusters. And if there are some problems, we can fail over to other clusters. So it's using a single source for distributing the load across multiple clusters.
How does this announcement change the landscape compared to what existed before?
So the predictive scaling, I'm not aware of any like, let's say, competitive project or product solving this issue. I believe usually people were playing a little bit with Prometheus and trying to do predictively, so I would say this is kind of novelty. Also, the same stuff for the LLM workloads in autoscaling, because there are a lot of buzz around AI, LLM these days. So we utilize VLM, which is a open source framework for hosting models, and we try to scale it properly. So we are adding the last missing point in the whole infrastructure point. And for the multi-cluster autoscaling, at the moment, if you are using open source version of KEDA, you cannot scale across multiple clusters. It's single cluster solution only. So again, a novelty thing.
For the open source folks out there, are these new features open source? And if so, where do they fit in the CNCF landscape?
Yeah, so some of these features are open source, specifics to the LLM inferencing. We are utilizing our Kedify OpenTelemetry scaler, which is open source. The other parts are part of our proprietary stuff. We need to fund the business somehow, so we operate on the open core model. So partially is open source, partially is closed source.
Can you break down Kedify's business model and pricing structure for teams that are evaluating these features?
Yeah, so Kedify builds on top of open source KEDA. So our business model is we try to help you save costs. So obviously our pricing is also dependent on every use case, every different scenario. So we try to make the pricing reasonable for every customer. We do POCs free of charge. So the best way how to reach out to us is to run the POC. You can evaluate after the POC you are happy with us or not, and you can continue with us on the business model or not.
And what key advantages set Kedify apart from similar solutions in the market?
We do the autoscaling the right way, so we help you really autoscale your applications, because if you would like to save costs on Kubernetes clusters or improve performance, you need to properly scale both cluster level and application level, and we try to do it the best way possible.
Looking ahead, what developments can our audience anticipate from Kedify?
Yeah, so we are working on a bunch of features. So we still want to explore more on the AI side. So we would like to have an AI-infused autoscaler. The idea is that we can get multiple different signals, and we can feed some model, and to help us guide the scaling decision more dynamically based on the multiple conditions. The other thing I would like to do, and this is something that people often ask about KEDA, is that they would like to run it multi-tenantly on a single Kubernetes cluster. It is not possible at the moment, and we would like to fix this problem.
And if people want to get in touch with you, what's the best way to do that?
Just ping me on Kubernetes Slack, CNCF Slack, or just on LinkedIn. I'm responsive.
Very good. Perfect.